What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. It's Denise Salcedo, and today we are going to talk about the Billboard Music Awards nominations, plus who our picks and predictions are. So I'm going to be sharing mine. You're going to be sharing yours live. Usually I do these picks and predictions video all by myself, but I figured why not do it live and have all of your thoughts and all of your inputs put into it. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We're just going to go straight into each category, talk about who we think should win, and I think it's overall just going to be a good time. If you do watch this video on replay, please do not hesitate to go ahead and put in your own opinions and thoughts in the comments section below, because we will be reading those as we'll get through this. So let's just go ahead and do it, guys. Let's get started. But actually, before we do, I do want to give some shout outs to people in the chat, because you guys are awesome for coming in here. If you're in here, make sure to take part of the chat. I do notice you all. So first of all, we have some BTS fans in here. Shout out to Sarah Army. She just says BTS love. We have Derek Huang, who is always part of our streams. Thank you so much, Derek, for always tuning in. And he says, hello. We also have Seth Morgana says, stopping by to leave a thumbs up. Seth, you are awesome. Thank you so much for doing so. Vinny DiCaprio says, Denise, excited to hear your picks. I'm excited too. I haven't even decided on all of my picks yet. I'm going to go with the flow, guys. Shout out to Jacob Johnson, who is also in the stream. And Lizzie012 says, hi, Denise from Virginia Beach. You guys are so awesome. Speak Now also says, almost time. I'm ready for it. She also says, can't wait. Guys, there is lots to talk about. What's up to our Amy C, who's also in here, Barbara Bice, and Keith Nagel. Alrighty, guys, let's get into it. Let's do it, because this is a very, very fun award show, and I'm going to tell you why you should care about the Billboard Music Awards. So FYI, the Billboard Music Awards honors the hottest names in music today, unique among music award shows in that honorees are selected by performance on the Billboard charts. It is widely considered to be the ultimate authority in the music industry, consistently ranked as one of the strongest music shows of the year. The show celebrates music's greatest achievements, solidifying the BBMAs as an annual live entertainment tentpole franchise. Wow, I read that horribly. October 14 is the date, guys. This was originally supposed to take place in late April. However, due to COVID-19, this did get pushed back. So there's lots happening. So in terms of what you should know, because once we go through all the nominees, you're going to notice that some of these names, some of these songs sounds a little older. We're on to some new things. Well, this year's Billboard Music Awards are based on the chart period from March 23rd, 2019 through March 14th, 2020. So if you're wondering why certain albums or songs that you're like really into right now weren't nominated, it's because they weren't based on this period of time. So once again, March 23rd, 2019 through March 14th, 2020, which means that is the period in which it falls in. They obviously wanted to honor those artists and not just, forget their work because the award show was essentially pushed back. Now, a lot of artists are looking to break some major records today. We're going to get into that individually, but first, I do want to update you all on who has the most nominations and who are the artists with the most Billboard Music Awards. So for this year, Post Malone has the most nominations. He has 16 nominations. Lil Nas X has 13 nominations. Both Billy and Khaled are tied at 12, and Lizzo has 11. So those are the top artists with the most nominations. Now, in terms of artists that have the most nominations ever and the most wins, Drake is leading with 27. He has won 27 BBMAs, and he has 5 nominations this year. Taylor Swift has won 23, and she has 6 nominations this year. And Justin Bieber has won 20, and he has 4 nominations this year. So depending on how things go, we might start to see these names shift around in terms of the artists with the most Billboard Music Awards. But let's get into what you guys are saying. Matthew Taylor says, hi, Denise. How are you doing? I hope you are doing doing okay and staying safe. I love your video so much and can't stop watching. Matthew, I'm doing great. I'm a little sweaty right now because it's very hot here right now in Los Angeles. It's like 80 something degrees, so it gets really hot easily. But I'm so happy that you like my videos and that you're in this stream. Speak Now says, hi, super excited for the BBMAs. I know, I'm excited too, because I'm excited to see who's going to perform, whether or not we're going to might see Taylor. Who knows? Errol J. Bulawa says, good morning from the Philippines. What's up? Thank you so much for watching all the way from the Philippines. But guys, now let's go ahead and talk about the actual nomination. So we're going to go through most of the nomination categories. We're not going to go through all of them just because there's some that I'm not as familiar with and I don't want to come off completely clueless. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So the first one that we are going to discuss is Top Artist. So the nominations for Top Artist were announced obviously all today. And we have Billie Eilish, Jonas Brothers, Khalid, Post Malone, and Taylor Swift. So make sure to send in your predictions here for top new artists. But for top artists, make sure to let me know who you want to win and who you think is actually going to win. So there are some things here that I have to mention, some little fun facts. So if Taylor Swift were to win Artist of the Year, Top Artist, she would actually be winning it for the third time, because she won back in 2013 and 2015. So it would actually be a really big deal if she won. My pick here, though, for top artist is clearly Taylor Swift, because, even though they put a folklore picture of her, we're going to be talking about the Lover era, and she did so much with the Lover era. But I do also see Billie winning this one here, guys. She had a big year at the Grammys, so she can definitely take this one. Plus, also her album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, also did tremendously well. So even though my main pick here is Taylor Swift, I do see Billie taking this one. As for the Jonas Brothers, they also had a new album, but I just don't think that it compared to what Billie and Taylor did. Post Malone also had a good year, and so did Khalid, but I do have to give this one to the ladies here. But what are your thoughts on this one here? Imani Prince says Billie or Taylor. Jacob says Billie or Taylor. And Jonathan says Taylor or Billie. Derek says, hoping for Taylor Swift. Lover was so successful last year, but I would also be happy if Billie won. And it doesn't feel like Lover really got a finale, because we never had Loverfest. So I almost feel like we're waiting for that one big grand finale. And if she just keeps winning these awards for Lover, it'll kind of feel like a little bit of a finale, kind of. Vinny says probably either Taylor or Billie, but maybe Jonas Brothers or Post Malone. Lizzie says Taylor is my number one, but Billie may take it. She has so many fans and so many hits. And Billie Eilish is an incredible artist. She did not win those Grammys, for those 5 Grammys, for no reason at all. And then Barbara Bai says she thinks Post Malone might win. Alrighty, guys, let's move on to the next one. So we are on to the second one, and this is top new artist. So DaBaby, Billie Eilish, Lil Nas X, Lizzo, and Roddy Ricch are the nominations here. So we also do have some interesting facts here. So both Billie and Lizzo are nominated here for top new artists. If they win, they will be the first female artist to win in this category since Lorde did back in 2014. That is 6 years since we've had a female win in this category. So once again, Lorde was the most recent one in 2014. So if Billie or Lizzo take this one, I think it would be a pretty awesome thing here. So that would be a good one. But who do you guys think is going to win this one? I honestly think that it's either going to go to Billie or Lizzo on this one, because Lizzo had an incredible year. I mean, you can't like disregard all of the awesome things that she did. But then again, Billie was also a force to be reckoned with. But it's just crazy because they're such different artists. So it's really hard to sort of see like who might take this one. And if it's neither one of them, I'm going to go with Lil Nas X. I can also definitely see him winning this one. In the top new artist category, Lizzie says she thinks Lizzo is going to win. Amani says Lil Nas X. Barbara says Lizzo. Amy C also says Lizzo. but we will see, guys. We will see. Moving on to the next category. This is the Billboard Chart Achievement Award. Mariah Carey, Luke Combs, Lil Nas X, Harry Styles, and Taylor Swift. This one's gonna be pretty interesting, guys, because I think that these are all very good contenders for this award. However, I feel like you just don't throw in Mariah Carey into an award like this, into a nomination like this, and not have her win. So even though I'm definitely rooting for my girl, Taylor Swift, I have a feeling that we might be seeing Mariah Carey win this one. And if it's not Mariah Carey, I'm going to say maybe perhaps Harry Styles. But honestly, my pick is Taylor, of course, but I do see Mariah Carey taking this one as well. So what do you guys think about the Billboard Chart Achievement Award? And then Matthew Taylor says, I hope Taylor and Billie and Lizzo take home lots of awards. Yeah, I do. Honestly, like, I don't understand, like, when people get super mad about who wins an award and who doesn't. Like, I don't care. But, like, it's just like, man, if the artist deserves it, like, they deserve it. And I know that there was a video of Billie talking about how people were reacting to all her Grammy nominations and like people in the room hating her, like her own peers. And I was so pissed when I saw that video. I was like, man, Billie Eilish is doing so much for the music industry. Like, you either love her or get out of here. Derek says Lizzo was all over the radio and she is just so iconic. Billie is also a very hot competitor. See, I agree with that statement. Lizzo was all over the radio, but you know what? So was Billie. So honestly, like, both women, like, they're going to be great. Amani says Queen Mariah. Jonathan says Mariah or Taylor might take this one. Lizzie says Taylor or Mariah. And Vinny says Harry or Taylor. Cheryl also says Taylor or Harry or a tie. I don't think they can be like a tie, but yeah, I can definitely see it. Jacob Johnson says Harry or Taylor. So there you go. That was for the Achievement Award. But now let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And this is Top Male Artist. So I'm full of fun facts, guys. So my fun fact for this category is that if Ed Sheeran, oh, by the way, the nominations are DaBaby, Cullen, Lil Nas X, Post Malone, and Ed Sheeran. If Ed Sheeran wins in this category, he will be a second-time winner because he won Top Male Artist back in 2018. And the only other male artist to win Top Male Artist twice are Drake and Justin Bieber. So Ed Sheeran would be joining in on their ranks here. So big night for Ed Sheeran as well. You know what? I'm going to say that I don't see Ed Sheeran winning this award, guys. I think Top Male Artist is either going to go to Lil Nas X or Post Malone. I think they both had a really good year, so I can definitely see them taking home this award. But who do you guys think should win this award? Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Barbara says, I can't stand Billie. You know what? I love Billie. I love Billie so much. Like, I've been watching her perform since, like, she even made it to, like, the big time. So, like, give her a chance. You'd never know. Listen to her music. It's very different, which I think is awesome because we don't always want to listen to the same thing. So, yeah, definitely check her out, Barbara. Amani says he thinks Lil Nas X might take this one. Jacob says Post Malone. Jonathan, Post Malone. Lizzie says Ed Sheeran or Post Malone, but it's kind of looking like Post Malone is our pick here. Vinny says Ed, Post, or DaBaby. Oh, okay. I don't know that much about DaBaby, so that's why I didn't say him. But I almost feel like for these awards, like, if you're not, like, I don't know, I just feel like you have to, like, be known all around, not just by a certain genre in order to win these ones. Derek says, the fact that I heard both Malone and Lil Nas X all over the mainstream radio, I feel like they're going to be my top 2 picks for this award. Derek, you need to come host the show with me because you have all the right answers, my friend. Definitely. And then Matthew Taylor also says Post Malone. So there you go. Post Malone is the hot pick there. Moving on, next categories, guys. Ooh, my favorite category. Top female artist. Billie Eilish, who I would, like, die for. Ariana Grande, who I love. Halsey, who is just fantastic. Lizzo, who is bringing in this unique flavor. And Taylor Swift, my god darn goddess. I mean, what do you do here, guys? Okay, so let's talk about fun facts and what would happen if who wins. So if Ariana Grande wins Top female artist. She would be the first to win back-to-back awards as top female artist, guys. So that would absolutely be groundbreaking for her. If Taylor Swift wins top female artist, this would be her record 4th time, I believe, winning the award. So, you know, that would be also really great for her, obviously. But who do you think is going to win top female artist? All of these women, I mean, they all had such phenomenal years. I mean, Halsey just ranked up. She moved up to a whole other level. Ariana Grande with Thank You Next was literally a cultural phenomenon, a pop cultural phenomenon. Lizzo, like we just mentioned, it was all over the gosh darn radio. Billie Eilish, I mean, guys, she just skyrocketed. When you think of anyone skyrocketing into global superstardom, think Billie Eilish and her work. I mean, I just said it. I would just die for her work. And Taylor Swift, do I even need to tell you guys why she should win top female artist? With Lover, the one amazing thing that she did with Lover is that she incorporated lots of different genres into Lover. You get a mixture of so much in that album. It was amazing the way that she just like topped the charts along with Billie for that album. You really can't take that away, but you also can't take away the amazing work that Ariana also did on Thank You Next, and, you know, Halsey and Lizzo respectively. So who are your picks here? My pick to win is definitely Taylor, obviously. But if Taylor does not win this award, I would say Billie has to win this award. Again, she had such a big year at the Grammys. They can't just disregard that here. So I do see Billie taking this award as well. I would be more surprised if we saw Halsey or Lizzo win this one. I do think that they're more of the underdogs in this category. But who are we seeing here? All right. Matthew says top female will be Ariana, Taylor, or Halsey. So, and then Jacob says Taylor or Halsey. Derek says, I love and stand Taylor. Ariana has such an amazing voice, and Lizzo is just an icon queen. Billie had such a good year as well. Sarah says Halsey or Tay-Tay or Billie. Cheryl says Taylor for top female artist. Jonathan says Ariana Grande, period. Fatima 13, hey girl, thank you so much for coming in here. Fatima 13 says Halsey, Manic was good, but Taylor is going to win. I listened to Halsey's album and I loved certain songs, but I don't think I was crazy about the album as a whole. So I think that's why I'm not maybe that crazy about Halsey, but I do love her, and I do love her as a person even more. Music Showboy says Ariana or Billie. I love Taylor more than Billie, but Ari and Billie had a bigger year. Okay, yes, I definitely do think that Ari and Billie had an amazing year. They all did. Ooh, I almost cursed on this. Guys, we got a super chat. Oh my God, Church Pastor Blaster. Thank you so much for sending in this super chat. You are amazing. It says, hey, my sister, just coming through to bless you. Boy, did you bless me. Thank you so much for this super chat. Seriously, it really means a lot to me for you to send this in. So thank you so much. I'm sending you some amazing karma over your direction. BTW, I want to thank, if anyone ever sends me a super chat, just know it's greatly appreciated. As you all know, life as a YouTuber isn't necessarily, unless you have like 1 million subscribers, isn't necessarily, you know, the best income place. So whenever people send super chats, it really helps out. So thank you so much to Church Pastor Blaster for sending this in. Let's see what you guys are also saying, because I wanted to read your. Okay, Jacob Johnson says he loves all the female artist nominees, though. Dude, there's no one in music like the women. The women are just on a whole other. They're on a whole other dimension, okay? Awesome Random says their pick is Billie Eilish. Jonathan says Ariana Grande deserves it. Thank You Next was so iconic. It was a very, very iconic for sure. Oh, and thank you guys. Fatima 13 corrected me. Oh, she says iChurch, thanks. Never mind. And then iChurch, Derek says a little emoji. So iChurch is getting some love here. Thank you so much, iChurch. Alrighty, guys. We are moving on to the next one. So we just did top female artists. Once again, it looks like any one of these women is in their right to win this one. But again, like I said, Ariana Grande would be making history if she did take this one. Moving on, we are on now to top duo and group. We have BTS, Dan and Shay, Jonas Brothers, Maroon 5, and Panic at the Disco. Get your picks in. If we have any army people in here, get your pick in there. So fun fact for this category is if BTS wins top duo group category once again this year, this would be their second year winning this category. And honestly, none of these other groups nearly compared to BTS. I mean, they have nothing on BTS. So I definitely see BTS winning this one all the way. I would be shocked if BTS didn't win in this category. So yeah, that's definitely my pick there. Derek also says BTS as well. So yeah. Sarah says definitely BTS will win. I agree with you. If they didn't win, honestly, that would be like the biggest shocker. Vinny says all except Dan. Jonathan says BTS, their fans are really strong with voting. Music Showboy says I think BTS or Jonas Brothers will win. I hope Jonas Brothers. You know what? I was never a Joe Bro fan, but I did like a few of their songs on their most recent album. So I can't even say that I hate them because I don't hate their music whatsoever. But I just feel that BTS is on another level. Like they're doing like world domination right now. Barbara says BTS will probably take it. Panic is my pick. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I love that, guys. I love it because we all have our picks, but then we have the person that we think is gonna win. So feel free to like let me know all of that. Matthew says BTS. Jacob says BTS, and then Amani says I think BTS will win. But oh my god, I love Panic at the Disco. Oh, you and Barbara, you guys should like get up and talk about that stuff because you guys are on the same page here. Fatima 13 says I don't listen to any of them, but I love Brandon, so I would love to see them win, but I think BTS will win. Awesome Random says, and not gonna lie, I think it's the Jonas Brothers. I think it's the Jonas Brother. They put bangers together this year. They did, but I got tired that they were playing like the same song over and over again on the radio and like on all the award shows. I was like, I'm done with this song. But there you go. That was the Joe Bros one. Moving on to the next category, guys. Top Billboard 200 artists. So, okay. We need to talk about some fun facts here. So we have the nominations are Drake, Billie Eilish, Khalid, Post Malone, and Taylor Swift. Again, if Taylor wins Billboard 200, never mind. If she wins the Billboard 200 one, this would be her record fourth time as well. So there you go. That's the fun fact for this category. Honestly, I think that for this one, obviously my pick is Taylor, but I do definitely think that we might be seeing, I don't know who would take this one though. Honestly, I think this one could be anybody, but what are your guys' pick on this one? Is it Drake, Billie, Khalid, Post, Malone, or Taylor? For a lot of these are very similar, but we have different, options, but we'll see. Fatima 13 says Taylor Swift all the way, and Jonathan says Taylor will definitely win. If this was folklore, oh yeah, for sure, definitely win because nobody was even comparing to her, especially, but we're talking about lovers, so that's where I'm a little bit like, well, maybe. Barbara Bai says Taylor needs to win, but Post will probably take it. Interesting. I think we have definitely a lot of high hopes for Post Malone, but once again, he did get the most nominations, period. So yeah, that says a lot. Music Showboy says anyone but Drake. Yeah, you know what? I like Drake and all, but I don't want him to win anymore because I want Taylor Swift to become the number one artist with the most BBMAs. And she is just, let me do the math here. She is just 4 behind him. So if Drake doesn't win anything, because he's at 27. So if Drake doesn't win any nominations, he doesn't win any of his 5 nominations this year, and Taylor at least wins 4, she would tie. If she wins 5, then she goes over on Drake this one. So, alrighty. Cheryl says Taylor for top 200. Matthew says top 2 Billboard 200 artists will definitely be Taylor Swift or Billie. Derek says I'm rooting for Taylor. Lizzie Taylor. Imani says based on the fact that 200 album His album wise, I'll say Post Malone, his album did numbers. See, that's what I'm saying. I can see it. Jacob says Taylor. Fatima says Folklore was #1 for 6 weeks. I mean, Queen. Yes, but unfortunately, Folklore is not qualified for this one because it is from March of 2019 to March of 2020. So Folklore did not make it on this cut. So for those of you who are wondering, like, why certain albums or songs aren't in here, it's because of the time frame for these. BTW, as I mentioned earlier, these awards were technically supposed to be happening in April, but we're now getting them in October 14th. All right. Awesome says, I want it to be Drake, but I feel Billie is going to win if she has been on a roll on the Billboard Awards. Alrighty, guys, let's move on to the next one. All right, so I just did the 200 artists. We are now on to the top 100 artists. Ooh, and here we go, guys. I have, let's see. Top 100 artists. We have DaBaby, Billie Eilish, Khaled, Lil Nas X, Post Malone. My pick for this one is definitely going to be Billie. But once again, like we said, Lil Nas X and Post Malone specifically had a very great year. So we can also definitely see them taking this one. Go ahead and share your thoughts on top 100 artists. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the next category, which is top streaming songs artists, just to kind of speed things up a little bit. So top streaming songs artists, DaBaby, Billie Eilish, Lil Nas X, Post Malone, and Travis Scott. So almost the same as the previous one. Top streaming songs, I mean, Billie had such a great year with Bad Guy, so I can definitely see it. But again, like I just said, Post Malone, Lil Nas X, top contenders. I'm not too familiar with DaBaby, so I'm a little bit off. I'm out of the loop on that one, as well as Travis Scott. So let me see what you guys are saying. Matthew says top 100 artists should be Billie. Barbara says Post Malone or anyone but Billie. And then Music Show Baby says anyone but DaBaby. I hope Khalid wins though. And Music Show Boy says Billie or Lil Nas. Jacob says Billie or Post. Amani says Lil Nas X. Awesome says Lil Nas X for top 100 for me. Jonathan says Billie or Lil Nas X. Yes. All right, so we're on to similar, I mean, it's similar contender, so I wanted to do those together. All right, so we just did top streaming songs. We are now on to top song sales artists, guys. Billie, Lil Nas X, Lizzo, Post Malone, and Taylor Swift. Now, we know when it comes to sales, no one beats Taylor in sales, but the fact that Billie is a new artist and she got up there, I can definitely see Billie winning this one as well. So I do think that for this one, it'll either be Taylor or Billie. I don't see anybody else winning this one. Or maybe I mean, I can always be wrong. These answers are not definitive. They're just predictions. But who do you guys think for top song sales artists? Let's see what your guys' pick is here. But for the previous one, Jacob did say he does think Billie or Lil Nas X for a streaming artist. Riffo says Taylor. Jonathan says definitely Taylor. And Lizzie says Taylor. Barbara says Taylor or Lizzo. Derek says Taylor is a sales queen. I mean, she really is. When it comes to sales, I don't think that a lot of people can compare with Taylor Swift. I mean, that's just the truth. Alrighty, guys, we're going to move on to the next category. So I just did. All right, which one am I on? Okay, yeah, the next one is going to be top radio songs artists. So this one here we have Jonas Brothers, Khalid, Lizzo, Shawn Mendes, Post Malone. Anybody but Shawn Mendes. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not a big Shawn Mendes fan. So, like, sue me. I'm sorry. I have, like, my own personal opinions, and that's about it. So I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm going to go with Jonas Brothers on this one or Lizzo. But anyone but Shawn Mendes. So I'm sorry for Shawn Mendes fans, guys. Don't hate me. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Who do you guys think here? Jacob says Taylor or Billie for sales artists. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys, oh, there we go. They're in here. Music Showboy. Wow, Music Showboy feels the same way I do. Says anyone but Sean. What? People don't, I guess some people don't like Shawn Mendes. I'm on you on this one, Music Showboy. Asa Miranda says Joe Bros. They did good on the radio. You can't discredit them for that one, definitely. Barbara says Post or Khalid. Matthew says top radio song artist Lizzo. Fatima 13 says Lizzo. I think all of the others are boring. Good, honest opinion. I like that. Jonathan says Post Malone. Derek says Lizzo. I mean, I could not escape the queen, though. I can see Jonas Brothers had some radio bops. Lizzie says Jonas or Post Malone. Jacob says Lizzo. And There Will Be Reputation says this was probably go to Jonas Brothers because they did a lot of payola. Interesting. Okay, I love this, guys. And then Cheryl also says Post Malone or the Jonas Brothers. I feel like of all the categories and all the nominations the Jonas Brothers had, this is the one where people feel the most strongly that they might actually win. Music Showboy actually sends in a correction. Says, I like Sean, but he couldn't compare to everyone else. No, unfortunately, I definitely agree with that statement. Alrighty, we are now moving on to the next category, which is top social artist, and I have my answer here. It is definitely Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, if Billie does not win this category, I would be shocked. And I'm seeing it more as, okay, BTS has the biggest fan base. So I think it depends on what classifies what makes somebody win top social artist. So if you want somebody to win because they're supremely popular, if that's what the basis of this is, popularity, then I definitely see BTS taking this one home. However, in terms of people who are making a difference on social media, it would be Billie Eilish because she has been the most outspoken about so many important things like voting, BLM. I mean, it's just so much different stuff. Climate change. She's very, very vocal, and she's actually using her social media not just for clicks and likes, but to spread a good message out there. So if that's what this category is based on, I would say Billie. If it's based on popularity, then it would be BTS winning this one. So I do think it depends on what the voters are seeing here. Okay, Music Showboy says, oh, I lost your comment. Music Showboy says Ariana or Billie. Sam says BTS. Matthew says top social artist will be Ariana Grande. Amani says Billie is very active on social media and very outspoken. She's very real, and that's why I like Billie, because nobody out there is being as honest and as real as Billie Eilish. Like, nobody. Okay, like she's being the most honest. When she gets mad about something, she'll let you know. When she wants to raise awareness for something, she will let you know. Okay, Barbara says BTS or Ari, Derek, Billie. Fatima says I don't know about this one. Jonathan says I love Ariana so much, I want her to win, but I can also see Billie winning. Yeah, it really just depends on top social artists can be so broad. I mean, it could be fandom, or it could be, I don't know, best pictures, whatever. All right, next one, top R&B artist. We have Chris Brown. Heck no, I'm not a Chris Brown fan. Khalid, Lizzo, Summer Walker, and The Weeknd. So guys, my pick here is okay. So I want The Weeknd to win, but I think Lizzo might win. But I want The Weeknd to win. Guys, I have been discovering more and more of The Weeknd's music. I really wasn't as into him in the beginning because he really wasn't my style. But I have been liking so much of his work, especially some of the collaborations that he's done. So I do like The Weeknd. So that's kind of where my pick is at. Jacob, in terms to our previous categories, says Billie is amazing on social media. And There Will Just Be Reputation says BTS will take it again because it's about popularity. Cheryl also says BTS for top social artist who learned English for at least one song. And then Awesome says BTS, they are up in socials, but Billie, because she knows how to use her social media. Yes. And then in terms of this new category that we're talking about, Derek says Lizzo or The Weeknd. Barbara says Lizzo or Khalid. Fatima says Lizzo. Matthew says top R&B, Lizzo or The Weeknd. Yes, I think we're kind of all on the same page here. Let's see what page you guys are on for top R&B female artists. I think that this one should go to Lizzo. I think it would be very, very, I think it would be the most interesting surprise to have her win, especially when she's nominated up against somebody like Beyonce. It would just really mean a lot, I think, in her career to win this award. And I don't think that anybody talked about, I think that she was the most talked about in terms of all of these three artists. Summer Walker, I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry. So I don't know if any of you guys want to tell me who she is, because I really don't know. So for this one, I definitely think Lizzo should take that one. Barbara Bai says Lizzo hands down. Music Showboy, Lizzo for the win. Fatima 13, Lizzo also. And Lizzo's very popular. Yeah, she's. I think she's fun. I think Lizzo is fun, even if she's not really like your style of music. She just makes like songs that you're like, all right, I can get into this. I can feel it. Amani says Beyonce. Jonathan says Lizzo. Derek says Lizzo, and Matthew says Lizzo for top female artist. Go Queen. Lizzie says Lizzo, but Beyonce is always a threat. Amani says I see Lizzo as more of a rapper. Oh, okay, I see what you mean, because his pick was Beyonce because he sees Lizzo more as a rapper instead of like, okay, I get it. Barbara says Summer is really talented. I don't know her, guys. I really, really don't know her. I honestly never heard of her before until this, so I'm sorry. All right, guys, top country female artist. So I hope we have country fans in here, guys, because I am not that familiar with country music. I mean, I've said this before on podcasts, like really, I know obviously early Taylor Swift country era, Shania Twain, and then obviously I know Carrie Underwood because she's had some of the best hits and they have crossed over. So it's not necessarily like she is just country, but I feel like her songs have crossed over into like, mainstream. So I don't know who should win this one. So I hope we have some people in here who can give me a better reasoning as to who they think they should win on this one. Alrighty. Barbara says that she sees either Maren Morris or Carrie Underwood winning this one. Music Showboy says he doesn't like country music. Okay, anybody else on this one? All right, if you're watching this on replay, this is a very interesting category, so make sure to go ahead and share your opinions on this one because I wasn't able to give much for you on this one. All right, we got more people on this one. Awesome says Carrie Underwood. Matthew says top country female artist needs to be Carrie Underwood. Fatima 13. The only country music I listen to is Taylor's. Derek says, I'm sorry, I'm not into country. Ironic considering I live in the deep south. Interesting. Okay. Amani says, Carrie, I love her. She's honestly legendary. I feel like she wins all the country awards though. I mean, like nobody else is doing it like Carrie, I guess. Kaylee Brenda says Casey for sure. There will be Reputation says Marion is going to win because the Bones was really huge on the Hot 100. Thank you. There will be Just Reputation. Thank you. I needed to know that because I did not know that. Elizabeth says I love Maren Morris, but she had a baby during that time, so not sure about her sales. Jacob says Maren or Casey, amazing songwriters. Awesome, guys. All right. Let's move on to top Billboard 200 album. Okay. So if Taylor wins this one, this will be her third time winning. This would be for Lover, obviously, and not Folklore, even though they put a folklore image of her. They should have seriously put a non-folklore image of her because it's very confusing to see the folklore image of her and then the words Lover written underneath it because everyone's going to be thinking that it's for Folklore. But no, this would be for Lover, and it would be her third time winning if she were to win top Billboard 200 album. So definitely. Okay, I have a few things to say about this one here. Okay. Billie Eilish's When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go album was probably one of the most creative albums that I have listened to. It is the most different type of album, top to bottom. I loved every single song, and I don't always feel that way if it's not Taylor Swift. I don't usually love every song top to bottom when I listen to somebody else, and with Billie Eilish, she completely nailed it. So I definitely see her winning this award. Ariana Grande, Thank You Next. I don't necessarily know if Thank You Next has gotten all the love that you might have thought that it would have gotten. So it would be interesting to also see her win this one. Khalid Free Spirit, I did not listen to. Post Malone's Hollywood Bleeding, I did not listen to either. And Taylor Swift's Lover, I already mentioned, had some of the most unique songs on there. I mean, I'm still bopping Lover. I mean, Lover was iconic, and I'm just so sad that we haven't gotten Loverfest. But let's see what you guys are thinking for top 200 album. Fatima says, I'm having so much fun. I've been missing these live streams. Thank you so much, Fatima. I know I try to do random live streams here and there, just to kind of keep the connection with you guys all. I post a lot of videos, but I feel like live streams are more, personal. I get to talk to you directly. And so, yeah, and then it's just complicated with like time zones and whatnot. But yes, thank you so much, Fatima, and I'm glad you're having fun on here. Cheryl says, Taylor for top 200 album. Let's give Lover some love, guys. I feel like obviously because we're now onto the folklore era, we haven't really given Lover that much love, but Lover was still fantastic and deserves love. And then Jacob says Taylor or Billie on this one. Jonathan says Ariana would definitely win. Thank you. Next is just amazing. Barbara says Taylor, but Post might take it. My nightmare. Billie will win. I listened to her, but yatch. No, oh my God, I would be very happy very happy if Billie won. Awesome says Billie Eilish. I loved that album. It really hit home for me. It was so unique. Oh my God. I love that album. I'm so excited for when she comes out with new music. Derek says Lover has Cornelia Street. Yes, and Daylight, my favorite freaking Taylor Swift song ever, is on Lover. So yeah, Lover deserves major love. Derek also says if it doesn't win, I will never walk Cornelia Street again. Never walk Cornelia Street again. Fatima says, but now I see daylight. I only see daylight. Okay. Oh, God. Alrighty, we're moving on to the next one. Where are we at, guys? All right, so we just did top Billboard 200 album. Okay, we are now on to top soundtrack. I'm just gonna be honest, guys. I did not listen to any of these songs, so hopefully some of you guys did, because I can't even tell you which one I think should win this one, because I didn't listen to any of these. I started watching Frozen 2 and I got bored and turned it off. You know what? I think I did watch Descendants 3. I might be wrong. I actually did watch Descendants 3. Aladdin, I did not watch. The Motley Crue, The Dirt, I did not watch, and K-12 by Melanie Martinez, I did not watch. I did not hear. Same for The Dirt by Motley Crue, I did not hear. So yeah, hopefully you guys have some great answers for me on this one, because I'm out of the loop. And for our previous one, Matthew Taylor does say, go Lover. Oh man, guys. All right. Oh no, Fatima also says she hasn't listened to any of them. Okay, Music Showboy, we got one. K-12 by Melanie Martinez says My Queen. Amy C says Frozen 2. Okay, I heard Frozen 2 was good, but I feel like it got off to a really slow start, and so I lost interest, unfortunately. So, ooh. Amani says Descendants 3, and Barbara says Frozen 2 will win. All right, guys. And Lizzie says Frozen is hugely popular. I don't feel like it's as popular as it originally was. Like with the first one, but who knows? I may be wrong on that one. All right, guys, here we go. Top 100 song. Ooh, okay, we got a fun fact here. I have a fun fact for you guys on this one. So first of all, we have the nominations are Louis Capaldi with Someone You Loved, Billie Eilish with Bad Guy, Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, Old Town Road, Lizzo, Truth Hurt, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, Senorita. Okay, so, okay. Both Billie and Lizzo are nominated here for top 100 song. So if Billie or Lizzo win, whoever wins, they will make history, because the last female who won that wasn't a collaboration, so solo female artist, the last person who won this award as a solo female artist was Meghan Trainor back in 2015 with her song All About That Bass. Since then, if any females won, it was in a collaboration and not solo. So either Billie or Lizzo would be making, I guess you can say, history, because nobody has won. No female by herself has won this category since 2015. Once again, the last one was Meghan Trainor with All About That Bass in 2015. So hopefully we see Billie or Lizzo win this one, because it would mean that women by themselves are back on it. However, I can definitely see Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello winning with Senorita, which, oh my God, I feel like that song came out 5 years ago. And then Old Town Road got a lot of love, guys. Very popular song, so that one could definitely win. I never even heard Someone You Love by Louis Capaldi, so I'm out on that one. But what do you guys think about top 100 song? All righty. Fatima13 says, Senorita is overrated. Oh my God, I got so burned out with that song. So burned out. Jonathan says, Bad Guy or Old Town Road. Monty says, Lil Nas, the song was #1 for 18 weeks. For God's sake, it broke Mariah's record. You have a point. Barbara says, I want Lizzo, but Billy will probably win again. Derek says, I can see almost all of these winning is hard to choose. Vinny says, Bad Guy, Truth Hurts, and Senorita. Fatima says, that's a hard one. I think my favorite one of these is Truth Hurts. Lizzie says, Capaldi, love that song. Alrighty. Matthew says, top 100 Billy or Lizzo, go Queen. Awesome says, Lil Nas X because he broke a record on Billboard for staying #1 for the longest. Yep. All right, guys. So I think that will definitely be the winner then. I think we can all get on same page with that for that one there. Okay. We are now on to top streaming song. All right. Chris Brown with Drake, No Guidance. Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, Lil Nas X, Old Town Road with Billy Ray Cyrus, Lil Tecca, Rainstorm, Post Malone, and Sway Lee. Guys, it's either going to be Billy or Lil Nas X. Those are the ones who I think are going to take this one. If it's not Billy, it's Lil Nas X. If it's not Lil Nas X, it's going to be Billy. And then the next one after that, we have top selling song. Louis Capaldi, Billy, Lil Nas X, Lizzo, and Blake Shelton, God's Country. Again, it might be Billy, Lizzo, Lil Nas X. I do see Lewis and Blake Shelton as the underdogs here. And then top radio song, it's kind of the same ones too. Lewis, Someone You Loved, Jonas Brothers, Sucker, Khalid, Talk, Lizzo, Truth Hurts, Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber, I Don't Care. But you know what? I'm not a Justin Bieber fan, and I don't have the nicest things to say about Justin Bieber, but I did like this collaboration that he did with Ed Sheeran. The I Don't Care song was actually pretty good. I will say that. However, I definitely see Jonas Brothers with Sucker or Lizzo with True Hurts on this one. So let's see what you guys are saying. And then we have one more to do. And then we're pretty much wrapping up this stream. Music Boy says any except Blake Shelton. Jonathan says Billy or Lil Nas X. Music Show Boy says Old Town Road or Bad Guy. And then Amani says, once again, #1 for 18 weeks, Lil Nas X. Amani is stating facts here. Cheryl says Billy for streaming. Vinny says Billy, Lil Nas X, or Lizzo. Again, Vinny also says Sucker. And AJ Lyon says he stayed 19 weeks. There you go, guys. Man, Lil Nas X, good for him. Did you guys see his tweet where he said that I think he's working on new music because that Old Town Road money is running out or something? That was hilarious. I don't remember the exact wording for it, but I remember laughing really hard when I saw that tweet. All right, guys. The last category is top collaboration. Oh, wait. Did I already read this? Did I read top collaboration? Oh, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, top collaboration. The No Guidance song, Old Town Road, Senorita, Sunflower, and I Don't Care. Wait, did I? Okay, never mind. I got confused. I did not read this one yet. All right, this is our last one, guys. Top collaboration. Let's give it to Old Town Road. That's going to be the one I pick. That's my pick here. Because, yeah, that's the one I'm seeing winning here. All right, guys, there you go. I'm going to start wrapping up the stream, but I just want to send you guys all a reminder to not forget, send in your last thoughts, by the way, because I'm going to be reading your last and final thoughts on this. And then do not forget, after you guys tune out from this chat, make sure to give this video a like. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, which I already know you guys all are, so I don't even have to stress that. But if you're like a new viewer, make sure to subscribe to the channel. But let's see, I'm going to go ahead and read the last and final comment. So let's do this. Vinny says, Senorita. I'm so over that song. Lizzie O says, Old Town Road. Jonathan says, Old Town Road or Senorita. And then Amani says, are you going to do the top R&B tour? No, I didn't. I didn't go through all of them, through all the categories, because there were so many. So there are so many that I did not talk about. But if you have any picks for any categories that I did not talk about, go ahead and drop them in this chat. Or if you're watching on the replay, drop it in the comment section below. Would love to hear your opinions. Cheryl says Sunflower for collaboration. And then Imani says he wanted my opinion on the R&B tour category. Who is on that one again? Can you remind me who's in that one? And I will... Well, I don't really know. That's why I kind of left it out, since I'm not that big on R&B music. That's why I didn't want to give like an uninformed opinion. So yeah. But Derek says, I love your streams. Thank you so much, Derek. I love that you love my streams. And then, okay, Matthew says, top collab, Lil Nas X, Billy Ray Cyrus. Awesome says, I want Billy and Drake to sweep the music award clean. Wow. Alrighty. That's a good prediction there. You know what? Let's make some predictions. I'm going to predict. So let me see. Drake currently has 27 Billboard Music Awards. He has 5 nominations. I'm going to predict that Drake does not go home with any Billboard Music Awards this year. No wins for Drake. That is going to be my prediction. And then I predict that Taylor Swift will become the #1 Billboard Music Award winner, that she will top Drake's record because she only needs, oh my gosh, I did the math earlier. She only needs 5. She needs 4 to tie, 5 to break it. So, and she has 6 nominations. So she would literally have to win like all of them. So we'll see. And then, yeah, that's just going to be my picks. Simran Thapa says, you are so sweet. Thank you so much, Simran, for coming in here and chatting. Matthew says, do live streams more often. I will definitely try. Vinny says, oop, I can't show Vinny's comment. Why isn't it? Oh, there you go. Vinny says, I thought Stupid Love or Shallow from Gaga, Circles from Post Malone, Doja Cat, Say So, and Don't Start Now from Dua Lipa could have been nominated. Did those fall into the time period? I don't remember, so you might have to remind me on that one. Imani says, Khalid, Janet Jackson, and B2K are top R&B tour. So I did not go to any of their tours, but because it's Janet Jackson, I'm going to go with Janet Jackson because that woman is phenomenal. So, oh, his pick was Janet. Okay, well, there you go. We ended up being on the same page. Imani says, Janet Jackson is queen of giving a show. Her Metamorphosis tour broke multiple records. That woman can dance. So yes, Janet Jackson all the way. Rachel Schallenbarger, she says, hey, Denise, I just joined. Oh my God, I'm just about to say goodbye. I'm sorry you missed the stream, but feel free to rewatch from the beginning if you have the time. Alrighty, guys, that's literally it for me today. Thank you all so much for joining. Please do not forget to follow me on Twitter or on Instagram @_ Denise Salcedo. I'm very active on there. If you reach out to me, chances are I will reply, or I will try to reply. So hit me up on Twitter, Instagram @_ Denise Salcedo. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. And I just uploaded a new video where I'm unboxing my Taylor Swift cardigan. Make sure to check that one out. I also have a new video where I review Amazon's Utopia. Check that one out as well. And I'll see you guys all later. Have an awesome Tuesday. Bye, everyone.